Hi, let's talk about the Mass Modify feature for the chart of accounts in the General Ledger module for Microsoft Dynamics GP version 2010 Release 2. And this has pretty much been unchanged since Great Plains came out with the Windows version. We're in the Financial series under Cards, and we're going to choose Mass Modify. We're just going to do a little bit of an overview on it today. There are several things you could do with Mass Modify. You can copy a single account or a range of accounts. You can move them. And keep in mind, moving them, they can only be moved if there's never been a transaction assigned to them. So if you created a whole department 850 and it should have been 875 and you haven't started using it yet, then you can basically move them from 850 to 875. You can inactivate a whole range of accounts. This can be particularly useful if you want to delete an entire department. You can delete a range of accounts, and the same rules apply here as deleting a chart of account one at a time. They must not have any transactions ever posted to them. And you could do some updates to chart of accounts. Let's start by doing a copy. What I want to do now is create a department 800, and I want it to mimic, or I want to create department 850, and I want it to mimic department 100. So I'm going to come in and just put in a potential of all ranges for department 100. And now you could do a lookup and find the individual account numbers, but I'm going to do it this way. And I want to make sure I sort them by the whole account number, not the natural segment, so that I'm just getting 100s in here. And then I want to come down on display and click selected range. And then I could see all of the accounts that are included in my range. And in essence, these are the ones that are going to be copied. Now, it's going to also ask us about how we want to get our account description. Do we want to copy them from the existing account here, or do we want to copy them based on the account segments? Now, I don't have any of the account segment names set up. Let's look at that now, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. So, for example, if we went into account number, I think 5150 was one of the accounts, we could type in the name of the account number here and it would copy over. So those are our options. So I'm going to leave it using existing accounts, but you will need to notice that administration will be at the end of all of the account segments. And now I'm going to tell it over here, my new mask. I want the second two segments to remain the same, but I want the first segment to be 850. And now I'll click on Modify. And now if I were to come in and put in all potential accounts for 850, and I'll do selected range, you can see I created all these accounts. And it did just use the exact same description, so administration is after all of these accounts. You'd want to update that as well. This is why it's probably a better idea to go ahead, even though it is a bit tedious, give a segment name to every single segment and every single account for that segment, and then that way the account names will copy accordingly. So that is incredibly helpful. Now, if I meant for this to be department 875, I could copy it and then delete the 850s, or I could choose to move. And I'm going to choose to move this time. So I'm going to click on Modify. And let's start by, well, we'll just do everything from 800 to 89.99 for the departments. And let's go to restriction. And you can see there are no 850s and there are 875s. So if you're adding a whole new department or a whole new cost center, this is a great way to do it. Again, I recommend that you set up your account segments. It'll make life easier when you're managing your accounts. And they could also be used in FRX and Management Reporter. So there's some benefit to that as well. But this is how Mass Modify works. It's a very cool way to update your accounts in Mass. Hope this helps. Thanks.